Hi friends, it's Amber here. Welcome. Today's practice, we're going to be working on a bit of a physical full body flow. So we'll work a little bit on the hips, on some twists and through the side body as well as a little bit of balancing. So you might need 2 blocks for today. If you don't have 2 blocks, then don't stress. You can just use some thick books, or you could actually do the practice without them. To begin with, we're just going to start in Vinyasa in our seat. If this isn't comfortable for you, you can come to cross-legged, easy pose, no worries. And we'll start to close down the eyes if it's okay to do so. If not, take the gaze down towards the floor and take a soft gaze. And we start always with the awareness of the breath. So drawing the shoulder blades down the back, lengthening up through the spine from the tailbone to the crown, and just begin to arrive here. Allow the dust just to settle. And just feeling into a sense of being here. How does it feel just to be here? Through yoga, we begin to move out of this place of duality. The mind that wants to kind of box everything up and separate everything. And we're beginning to start, or at least get glimpses of moving into more of a state of singularity, of union. And the breath is like this tool that allows us to move into our experience and move into union. Let's take some conscious breaths. So take an inhale through the nose. Start to fill up the belly and the chest. Little pause at the top. And take a big breath out. Really lengthen the exhale. Get all the carbon dioxide out of the body. Draw the navel back towards the spine. When we breathe out properly, then we can breathe in properly. Let's take a big breath in. Little pause, relax the shoulders, relax the face. And big breath out. Last one. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Just means that when we still the fluctuations of the mind, we come back to union with self and with all others. Let's press the palms together. Opportunity to set an intention for your practice, even if it's something really simple. Can you just feel into that for a moment? Could just be simplicity or presence. Throughout the next few minutes, however long we might be here, 20, 30, 40 minutes, just allowing yourself to be in your intention fully. And gently blink those eyes open from here. Let's find a child's pose. Move those blocks out of the way if they're there. And we want to have the knees not so spread out, kind of in one line, as we bring the forehead towards the floor. From here, let's interlock those hands behind the back if it's available. If not, just bring the hands underneath the elbows and bending through the elbows. So kind of underneath the shoulders too. If you're taking the interlocking of the hands, press the palms together. Inhale as we pull forward, lift the hips, come onto the crown of the head. And if you feel comfortable here, maybe extend the arms back. Feel that deep opening through the shoulders, the cervical spine's getting a little attention here. And then exhale, come down. Let's do that twice more. Breathe in, this is a rabbit pose. Exhale, come down. Breathe in, rabbit pose, open through the shoulders. And breathe out, come down. Good, from here, lift up into kneeling. Take a moment, release the hands. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders to tabletop, knees below the hips. Draw the insides of the elbows forward, the biceps forward. So we find this shoulder integration straight away. So we have this stability through the shoulders, a slight spreading through the back of the heart up towards the ceiling. Draw the lower belly in and up, so the navel draws back towards the spine. And then we'll take some cat-cows. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the head. And exhale, chin to chest, round and curl. Twice more, breathe in. Try and really feel that connection with breath here. You can close the eyes and just feel that synergy that it creates when we move and breathe as one. Exhale, chin to chest, round and curl, and then inhale, come back to center. Tuck the toes, spread the fingers nice and wide so we're protecting the wrist, really plugging through the fingertips. Exhale, press back, first downward dog. Now I'll take a little bend through the knees, not worrying so much about opening through the hamstrings right now, but really thinking about finding length through the back line of the body. So it's like we're opening through the back line, lifting the seat bones closer towards the ceiling, really pressing through the hands, almost like you're lifting up out of the belly, through, up into the seat bones. Almost as if you've got like someone wrapping a rope around your hip bones and they're pulling your seat bones up. That's it. Take a couple of big breaths. Good. From here, we'll inhale and we'll take the gaze forward and we'll take some baby steps. Now we can start to open the backs of the legs a little bit. The hamstrings are getting a little bit of attention. Walk those toes all the way to the top of the mat. No rush for this one. And then exhale to fold, a little bend to the knees. Allow yourself to drape down over the legs and allow the weight to move forward into the balls of the feet and the toes. Good, and then from here, press through the feet, arms sweep out and up, gaze goes up towards the fingertips, lengthen. Exhale, hands draw towards the heart, Tadasana. Lengthen down through the tailbone, draw the lower belly in and up. Breathe in, arms sweep up, and then back, open, big circle, interlock the fingers behind the back, press the palms together, breathe in, lift the chest. Breathe out, bend through the knees, fold down over the legs. Take an inhale, lift and lengthen the spine. And then exhale, release the fingertips down towards the floor. From here, press the hands towards the shins, lengthen the spine, halfway rise. And exhale to fold. We'll take one more inhale, halfway rise. Exhale to fold. Bring the weight into the right foot step, the left leg back, lunge. Let's prepare our alignment here, so make sure that the right heel is directly below the right knee. Don't hammock into the hips, thinking about keeping some stability through the hips. Press through the fingertips, or could press through the blocks. Find more lift. Lengthen the spine, find that tail head connection. So it's like the tail and the head are connected, so we're not yanking the head back and arching through the neck. And then walk the right toes towards the right side. We're going to come into lizard lunge. Press through all four corners of the right foot. Check that the right knee is not coming too far out, kind of swinging out to the right. Keep it hugged in a little for stability. Take a breath in as you lift the chest forward towards the top of the mat. And as you breathe out, start to lean back, flex the toes back towards the body. We'll take two more just like this. Breathe in, lizard lunge. Breathe out, lean back. Breathe in, lizard lunge. Breathe out, lean back. Keep the spine nice and long, fingertips pressing into the floor. Stay for a moment. And then inhale, come back through center. Press into the left hand now, lift the right arm up. You could stay or take the gaze back, extend the right arm back. Option, pick up the left foot, catch the left foot as you open, kicking the foot into the hand, find space for 3. Keeping the integrity through the heart, so keeping the sternum lifting, the chest lifting for 2. Good, and 1. If you've got that back foot, allow it to gently come back down towards the floor. Bring the right hand back down, pick up the back leg, strong through the back leg now. Press through the left hand, begin to turn onto the knife edge of the left foot as you walk the right foot halfway down the mat, right arm lifts. From here, right arm draws up and over the ear. That left hip is super strong and it's facing towards the floor. As you exhale, lower the left hip down with control. Don't allow it to touch the floor completely. And then inhale up and over like a sunrise. Exhale, come down, sink the hip down, keep the control through the left hip, and inhale, come up. Exhale, coming down, sunset, and inhale, coming up, sunrise, big side body stretch from here. Stretch out towards the top of the mat as much as you can, find that length through the body, and then right hand comes down towards the floor in line with the left. From here, come onto the ball of the left foot, so pick up the left heel, walk the right toes in towards the center line of the mat, wiggling those toes, and then start to shift the weight back first towards the back heel, and then into the right foot as we propel forward into standing splits. Left toes point up towards the ceiling. See if you could move the forehead a little closer towards the right shin. We're here for 3 breaths. Exhale, how gently can you allow that left foot to step back? Right foot follows, downward facing dog. Breathe in, pull forward, high plank. Breathe out, lower down towards the floor. Untuck toes, press to the tops of the feet, hands towards the lower ribs. Draw the elbows in as you breathe in, engage through the back body, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, ripple the spine down. One more like that, breathe in, baby cobra. This time, breathe out, come down, roll over the knees, press your way back to downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths. Inhale, lift the right leg high, 3-point dog. And then as you exhale, start to draw the knee towards the nose, pull forward, plank. See if you could touch the knee towards the nose and then step through. Plug into the fingertips, step the back foot in about a foot's distance. Now you might want your blocks here underneath the hands. We're in a pyramid pose. So we want our feet on 2 train tracks. Right hip pulls back, left hip pulls forward. Nice and long through that front leg. Micro bend is welcome, but make sure the front leg is fairly straight. From here, let's breathe in, lengthen through the spine. So we really want to find, again, that tail head connection from the tail to the crown, slight tuck of the chin. Find that length, and then as you exhale, keep the length as you fold, maybe bending the elbows. Breathe in, halfway rise. Breathe out, fold. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come up, halfway rise. Take a little bend through the back knee. See if you could keep the front leg straight. And then exhale, step the left foot towards the right to fold. Breathe in, press through the feet, arms sweep out and up. Urdhva Hastasana. And exhale, hands to heart. From here, hands behind the back, breathe in, open the chest. Breathe out, fold. Little bend through the knees, come down, open through the shoulders. Exhale, release the hands back down towards the floor. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway rise. Exhale, this time let's step the right leg back of the mat. Back knee comes down, find your space, heel below the knee. Lift the chest forward and then walk the left toes out, lizard lunge. Take a moment here to really find yourself. So puff the chest forward. You could come onto the fingertips if blocks feel more comfortable, hands onto blocks. Breathe in, find length through the spine. Breathe out, extend the left leg, pull back. If you need to keep a bend through that left knee, that's fine. Breathe in, pull forward. Lift the chest as you come through. Exhale, pull back. One more, inhale. And exhale. Breathe in. And breathe out, pull back. This time, stay as you are, maybe walk the fingertips further away. Keep lengthening through the spine, so draw the crown of the head forward rather than down for 2. And 1. Inhale, pull through. From here, press into the right hand, left arm lifts. Stay here or pull it back, maybe lift the back foot, catch a hold for 3. Lifting the chest for 2. And 1. Slowly, right foot comes down towards the floor, left hand follows. Good. Pick up the back knee here. Start to walk the left foot halfway down the mat. Come onto the knife edge of the right toe, left arm lifts, up and over the ear. As you exhale, sink the right hip down, take the gaze back. Don't allow the right hip to relax. Inhale, up and over, side body stretch. See how far you can stretch the left fingertips up and over, and then exhale, come down. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, come down. Last one, inhale, stretch. See how far you can stretch the fingertips. Slowly place the left hand down in line with the right. Wiggle the left toes back towards the midline. Pick up the back heel, you're in a lunge stance. From here, work into the back heel first, then weight into the left foot. As you find standing splits, pick up the right leg. One more big breath. Gently, right foot comes back towards the floor, lunge. Then step it back, down dog, press through the hands. Take a full breath in and a big breath out. Option to stay, find child's pose or move through Vinyasa, pulling through high plank. Exhale to the floor or maybe chaturanga to the elbow tips. Breathe in, up dog. Breathe out, chin to chest, downward facing dog. Take a couple of big breaths. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, draw the knee towards the nose and step it through. Pull the back foot in around a foot's distance, plant the back foot. Feet are on 2 train tracks, pull the left hip back, right hip forward. Find your blocks for extra length underneath the shoulders. Breathe in as you lengthen the spine. Breathe out as you fold. 2 more. With the next breath in, lengthen the spine. Take a little bend through the back knee. Propel yourself forward. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Exhale. Inhale, press through the feet. Arms sweep out and up, gaze up. And exhale, hands to heart. Take a moment. Bring the big toes towards one another, heels apart. As you inhale, draw the arms up. And as you exhale, sit deep into your Utkatasana chair pose. Draw the inner thighs towards one another. Make sure you can see your big toes. If you can't, then draw your knees back a little bit. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, bring the hands behind you, interlock the fingers, press the palms together. As you breathe in, lift the chest. As you breathe out, lengthen through the legs and fold over the legs. Again, find that shoulder opener. Release the hands towards the floor. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, step straight back into high plank. Option from here, move straight back into down dog or move through Vinyasa. Meeting back in downward facing dog. With the next inhale, let's draw the right leg up towards the ceiling. And then maybe you could have a play. Try stacking the right hip on top of the left. Little opening through the psoas. And then breathe in, re-extend. Breathe out, knee to nose. See if you could touch the knee towards the nose for 1, 2, 3. Step forward in between hands. Strong through the ball of the back foot. Now we'll breathe in for a crescent lunge. Keep lifting that back heel strong through the legs. Option to take a little bend through that back knee to find length through the tailbone. And the gaze is lifting up towards the hands if it feels okay. 2 more big breaths. Drawing the lower belly up and in so we engage the core, the pelvis is stable. With the next exhale, let's plant the back foot to the short edge of the mat. Open out the arms, warrior 2 shape. Pressing through all 4 corners of both the feet. Our energy is radiating outwards in all directions here, lifting up through the crown of the head, extending the arms outwards. The right knee is slightly tracking out to the right. From here, start to flip the front palm. Place the left hand on the left leg, right arm up and over, reverse warrior. And then re-extend the right leg. Keep everything else as it is. Engage the front quadricep. Inhale, start to pull forward. Extend the right arm forward as far as it can possibly go. And then right hand comes down either to the right shin or towards the floor. Left hand onto the left hip. Get that left hip on top of the right. If you feel stable, left arm lifts. Option to gaze up if it feels okay for the neck. Keep drawing the right seat underneath the left. Option, extend the left arm up and over the ear. 3 more big breaths here. Keep engaging through the legs. Side body long. Good, inhale, hand goes back towards that hip, bend through the right knee. Now, option, grab a block in the right hand, place the block in front of the right foot and to the right. You could stay here or option, lift the left leg, half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. Eventually stacking left hip on top of right, option, lift the left arm. And it's okay to wobble, just means you're human. And it's okay to fall, because falling is just really landing. And take an inhale. And with the exhale, how slowly, how lightly can you step back, warrior 2? Nice. Inhale, 1 more reverse warrior to bring us out. Exhale. frame that front foot, lift the back heel. From here, we're going into an easy twist. So we're going to press through the left hand option, left hand onto a block. Right arm is going to lift. Easy twist. Now, option, you could stay or press through the left hand, walk it forward a little, come onto the knife edge of the left foot. Option, step the right foot back, Vashisthasana, side plank, right arm up and over the ear for 3. For 2. And 1. Right hand comes down back into high plank, keep the control. And then exhale back to down dog. If you'd like to take a vinyasa here, now's your opportunity. Or just staying here for 3 to 4 breaths. Inhale, let's lift the left leg high. And exhale, draw the knees towards the nose. Hold it there for 3. See if you could touch the knee towards the nose for 2. And 1, step through. Breathe in, crescent lunge. Breathe out, stay. And if this feels unstable for you, could be that your feet are on one track. So try bringing your feet on 2 train tracks. So you have the stability through the hips. It's almost like you have this light that shines forward from the pelvis. So make sure your hips sit in line. And to do that, you need to have enough space between the feet. Inhale here. Exhale, plant that back foot. Find your breath here in warrior 2. So again, I don't just want to mindly tell you cues, but it's important to remember to press through the feet. Allow that left knee to track out, arms are in line, draw the lower belly up and in. And these cues become like a mantra and your body remembers. Inhale, flip the front palm, reverse warrior. When you're there, extend the left leg, keep the engagement through the left quadricep. Inhale, start to pull forward, find length through the left arm first, reach, and then left hand comes down maybe towards the shin, right hand to the hip. If you feel stable, right arm lifts, Trikonasana. If you want more, right arm up and over the ear for 3. Everything is stacking, everything is switched on for 2. And 1. Right hand comes back onto the hip. Bend through that left knee. Find your block on the left side in front of the left foot. A few inches away. Could stay or lift the right leg. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Option to lift the right arm, breathe. Some people might even like to lift the left hand. Exhale gently, slowly, like you're moving through honey. Right foot comes back down, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse open. Exhale, fold, pick up the back heel. Turn it into an easy twist, left arm lifts. Hips stay in line for this one. The twist is from the spine, not the hips. So try and keep the hips in one line as much as possible. Strong through that back leg. Once again, you could stay here or walk the right hand forward, press down through the right hand, maybe turn it into Vashisthasana, side plank, left arm up and over the ear. If you want a little more stability, you can press the left foot in front of the right onto the floor. Exhale, left hand comes down with control back to plank. You can move through Vinyasa from here or meet back in down dog. Take a full breath in. And a big breath out. Good. From here, inhale, lift the right leg. Bend the knee, open the hip. And then inhale, re-extend. Exhale, let's find a pigeon pose. Right knee towards right wrist, right foot towards left wrist. First of all, find your positioning. No need to rush to get the hips down. First of all, find them in one line and then wiggle the left hip back, find your space. Breathe in as you lift the chest forward. And then breathe out. You could fold down maybe a little, could be a lot. Breathing into that right hip. And stilling the fluctuations of the mind with the breath. When the mind begins to judge or try to put things in little boxes, we breathe a little deeper. It's like this tool to bring us back into union with ourselves. And just remembering the mind as a tool. It's like this tool, and we can choose when we use this tool or not. And yoga gives us the opportunity to explore the mind as a tool rather than something that's controlling us. Get curious about the mind rather than overwhelmed. Breathe in, press through the fingertips, come up. And then come onto the right hip as you extend the left leg forward. Breathe in as you sweep the arms up. And breathe out as you fold over the leg, Janu Shishasana. Keep the spine nice and long here. It's not about touching the foot, but about finding length through the back of the body. So if your knee needs to bend, then let it bend. It's okay. Inhale, arm sweep up. As we exhale, let's bring the right hand behind us. We'll take a little half wild thing to open through the front line. Press through the right shin, left arm up and over. Again, stretching through the side body. Exhale, wimble the hands back down. Cross the shins, make your way back to downward facing dog. Other side, inhale, left leg lifts. Bend the knee, open the hip. Keep the shoulders in line, keep pressing through the left hand. And then inhale, re-extend. Exhale, pigeon. Left knee to left wrist, left foot to right wrist, or as close as possible. Keep the hips in line. If that means you need to move the right heel back towards you, then that's perfect. Inhale, lift the chest, press through the fingers. And then exhale, slow, come down. Allowing anything that's kind of hanging around and wanting to leave the body, just to leave through the exhale. You can let it go now. Inhale, come up. Press through the fingertips and then come onto the left side, extend the right leg forward. Janu Shishasana, heel in line with the hip. Allow the left knee to fall out, right arms lift with the inhale. Inhale, draw the arms up. Left arm behind left hip, come up half wild thing. Exhale, come back down. Bend through the knees, press the feet into the floor. Breathe in, bring the hands onto the shins as you lift the chest. And then as you exhale, come down towards the floor. Bring the feet together, bring the knees out wide, Supta Baddha Konasana. So we're lying down, we're creating butterfly shape with the legs. Hands onto the lower belly. And we'll just close the eyes for around 5 breaths if it feels okay to do so. Just feeling the stillness. And in our yoga practice, it's like we're cultivating this relationship with stillness. We're cultivating this relationship with what's behind the stillness. And we're actually realizing that stillness is, for most of us, is probably pretty noisy. But in cultivating this relationship, we're getting curious about the noise. Starting to notice this patterning that is going on within our minds and our bodies and ultimately our lives. And when we begin to notice and become present with that, then we can begin to make choices about how it is that we navigate these fluctuations or these reactions, these patterns. Take another couple deep breaths. And then from here, use the hands to draw the knees towards each other. Start to walk the feet as wide as the mat, maybe even a little wider. Knock the knees in for a moment and notice the difference in the lower back. It could feel quite intense for the lower back. If it does, then walk the feet in a little. And then again, walk the feet out wide, allow both knees to drop to the right. We'll just take a few tick-tocks through the legs. Inhale brings you to center, and exhale other side. One more on each side. Coming back through center. Drawing the knees towards the chest for a final time, maybe massaging out the lower back, giving yourself a big squeeze. And then extending the legs long. Coming into your Shavasana, drawing your shoulder blades down the back, palms face the ceiling, closing down the eyes. Allowing the jaw to relax, the teeth to separate behind the lips. And it's this sense of letting go now. Nowhere to be, nothing to do, at least for the next few minutes. Taking a full breath in through the nose. Let's sigh out the mouth to release. Allowing yourself just to rest here in silence. You could stay here for the next 5, 10, 15 minutes. I advise to stay here for a little longer and rest. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice, everyone. Have a beautiful day.